Hello, okay, so I'm here to talk about two songs after 1967 that I think would be a good addition to Mita. So my first one is Earth, Wind & Fire, That's the Way of the World. This is a chorus verse type of song. It's 5 minutes and 43 seconds long. And so we alternate between the verse section, which I'll sing for you right now. It goes, get the lyrics up. We come together on this special day, sing our message loud and clear. Looking back, we've touched on sorrowful days. It kind of stays like this, monotoned, free, same type of rhythm for the little chorus part, the verse part, and then we come to the chorus, which is the classic, like, hearts of fire, create love, desire, take it high and higher, to the world and you belong, which is what it actually, like, opens with at the beginning, but it alternates between those two throughout the piece, a 5 minute piece, 5 minutes, 43 seconds piece. And the reason why I really like this piece is, one, it's super fun to sing to because he's a falsetto singer. Just a little background on these guys. They're a big band. They have 2 drummers, multiple instruments, some winds, a singer. And culturally at the time we were experiencing other groups that were a little more, they looked kind of down upon life in the world, struggled with drug abuse. I think Black Sabbath was mentioned as one of these bands. And on the other hand, we have Earth, Wind & Fire, who really focused on positivity, mysticism, things that were, kind of above dealing with the hardships of life and focusing on moving toward a better future. And so, even these guys, Earth, Wind & Fire, called this song their anthem because it really expressed, you just keep on powering through and you're going to get to a better place. And so, yeah, like I said, love the melody of it, love the falsetto. It's kind of, it grooves the entire time. There's not like a climax in the piece or anything, but the entire time you're just kind of like moving a little bit between the chorus and the verse. They're similar in a way. One isn't like that more upbeat than the other. And so just like the whole song just gives you a good feeling and makes your heart warm. And so that's why I really enjoyed this particular piece. Moving on to the second one, Green Day's Jesus of Suburbia. My dad grew us up listening to this at a very young age. It's 9 minutes, it's like 9 minutes long, and it's actually kind of broken up into like 5 different sections, which each kind of sound like a song of their own within the piece. So the first one's the Jesus of Suburbia section, and it kind of introduces who this Jesus of Suburbia is. It goes on to City of the Damned, which describes his struggles in his kind of home life. Talks about graffiti and drugs and whatnot. And it continues on to I Don't Care, obviously expressing a little bit of, riot within this Jesus' soul. And talking about how he doesn't care about people because they don't care about him. And then we get to my favorite melody of all time, 5 minutes and 24 seconds into the piece. It's called the Dearly Beloved section, where it's, there's no harsh guitar or drums. It's just kind of like a beautiful melody. It goes, dearly beloved, are you listening? I can't remember a word that you were saying. Are we demented or am I disturbed? A place that's in between insane and insecure. And so this is way more melodic and slow compared to the part right before. That's the I Don't Care section. I'll sing you a little bit of this so you can get the contrast. It says, it's kind of almost like has a little bit of like auto tune to it to make it sound like it's a little like a radio, over the radio or something. It's like, everyone's so full of shit, born and raised by hypocrites, hearts recycled but never saved, from the cradle to the grave. And we have like the drums going and the guitar and whatnot, and so it's like way more intense, and then it goes to the dearly beloved part that I just sang. So they're very, very different parts, like throughout. Like I said, they each sound like their own song. And then we end the last portion of this. It's called Tales from Another Broken Home, where he kind of makes the decision that he's going to leave home, find a better place. And so I really like this piece because it goes through a story of a kid who's struggling throughout his life. Green Day, you know, was pretty big, still is in like early 2000s until today. So I think it's just kind of like describing home life for someone who lives in like a poor area, and finding it's almost kind of like Earth, Wind & Fire, how they're trying to look towards a better future too, even though they discuss the hardships at the beginning. It kind of looks good towards the end. So anyways, those are my two pieces, and I hope you enjoyed them, and we'll consider adding them in. Thanks.